Hey folks, welcome to John Gillespie's Waters and Woods. It's a cool, windy, wavy day on Lake Erie, and we're gonna catch walleyes.
Hey, hey, John Gillespie!
This is phenomenal. Massive Slavosaurus Big Butt Muscalungo. Hey guys, I got an 11-pounder. Look at that thing, man. Oh no! Look at the tummy on that thing too, buddy.
That's a toad.
Yes, folks, Lake Erie is very interesting in the month of April. And I was driving down here, Mike, it was like 64 degrees and not much wind. I get to Lake Erie, we got waves, and we got about 53 degrees. Is that normal?
And we got a lot of wind out of the east. That's normal.
Yeah, now, but you never know what to expect down here, but you can usually do well jigging walleyes this time of year, right?
All of April, they're always up here spawning. No matter what the weather's doing, they're here. Whether you can get on them or not's another thing.
Now, we got kind of cloudy water today. Do you have to find clear water, or can you actually catch them in this cloudy water?
No, we'll catch them here. They're where they're going to be because they're spawning, so they're not going somewhere else because of the water clarity. You just gotta, as long as it's clean enough they can see it a little bit, 6-8 inches of visibility, you'll catch some.
We got our buddies with us. We got Dean the plumber and Henry. He knows a lot about Lake Erie, so we'll catch some fish, right?
We'll get them. Henry will show us.
Cool. Hey, folks, we'll show what we're using and how we're using it. All of that coming up right after this.
The future of boating is here. Now get all the efficient performance of an Evinrude E-Tech G2 in the new 150, 175, and 200 horsepower.
Fuel economy is everything.
I was really shocked how fuel efficient it is.
Anywhere from 40 to 50 miles further on a tank of fuel.
All day on the water. I told my wife, I said, you know, I can't think of the last time I filled up.
It's more money in the bank for me.
The best-in-class fuel economy of the Evinrude E-Tech G2 is now available from 150 to 300 horsepower. To learn more, visit evinrude.com.
You have a choice, turf or surf. It's fishing season. Welcome to the outdoors. We're baiting, casting, drifting, and limiting out. The outdoors never felt so good. Catch, release, and keepers. The outdoors never tasted so good. It's fishing season. We are outdoors. Mills Fleet Farm.
Hey folks, Yamaha and Mills Fleet Farm have teamed up to give away a brand new Kodiak 700. The Kodiak 700 is an awesome machine with an unbeatable mix of performance, workability, and real-world value, starting at only $69.99. Folks, there's 3 ways to enter. You can enter at any Mills Fleet Farm, you can enter online at GillespieFishing.com, or you can text to enter at 797979. You can win the Kodiak 700 with its class-leading power and durability, and by the way, it's assembled right here in the USA. Hey, welcome back, folks. As I mentioned at the top of the program, walleye fishing on Lake Erie with Captain Mike Patterson. And Mike, was kind of interesting today coming out of the harbor onto the lake. This is pretty good waves out here.
It's pretty choppy and they're close together.
Now, you got a nice big boat here, a 22-footer.
24.
So we don't have to worry too much about safety or anything.
No, we'll get around.
Okay, let's talk about, now these, we're gonna catch primarily male walleyes jigging, but you like to rip jig, and let's show the folks what this is. What is that?
Just a hair jig, and really the head is nice and flat, so when it's coming through the water, it's wiggling a little bit, making a little bit of a disturbance. But you gotta stay right on the bottom. They're down there defending their beds. All they're thinking about is spawning. They're not really thinking about eating, so they're swatting at everything that's bothering their beds.
Okay, here we go, Mikey, and here he comes. And what do we have here, buddy? We have a, there we go.
Another little one.
Hey, that Kalen's Jerko. What do you think there, pal?
They're eating it. Good deal.
No, that was the first cast with the Jerko. I was trying a paddle tail before, but I just cast that out, and you want to make sure you keep bottom contact, right, Mike?
Yeah, they're on the bottom. They're not coming up at all, so unless you're right on the bottom, you're not going to get them. That's that 2.5-year-old fish. They're all measuring 17 inches right now.
That's a good eater right there, folks. That's a sensational eater. And Dean's got one in the front.
Dean's got one, too.
I'm coming, Dean. I'm coming, Dean. I'm coming, buddy. Well, I'm trying to keep my balance. There you go. Well, you're playing the walleye.
We got him.
Okay, you got him?
Yeah, hope it's a little better one.
Well, it's interesting. You know, Mike said there was a huge class of fish just a couple years ago. Here, now you're going to have to flip this baby in.
Yep.
How good are you? Not bad there, pal.
Two tries.
Nice job, man. And how are you working? You're catching a lot of fish up here. What are you doing?
I'll be honest, I'm kind of dragging at bottom, bringing it up about 4 inches.
really hugging the bottom to get these fish. I found the only chair in the boat, folks, where I can stand in 3-4 footers. This one feels pretty good. This is on that Kalen's plastic again, Mike?
Is it? Cool. I'm gonna get her netting for you.
Okay, get him. Oh, there we go. Hey, 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 Mikey Boo.
Good.
Now, you know, that's unusual. You and I have been fishing together a lot of years, and all those years that we fished with Captain Paul, and I want to say hi to Captain Paul. We miss him, don't we?
We miss him a lot.
Yeah, he's just kind of partially retiring this summer. But all the years I fished with Paul, I've been trying this Kalen's, and I've never done really well. Today they seem to be hitting it.
They're snapping it good.
Yeah, but I mean, normally it is just strictly that hair jig deal.
There's something about the way it falls that drives them crazy.
Ooh, this one feels a little bit better, Mikey. This one feels a little bit better, folks. Ooh, yeah. Wow. It feels like a really big fish. On that Kalen's again, buddy. Oh, yeah. Whoa, whoa, whoa. There we go. That's a walleye, a Lake Erie walleye there, folks.
Yeah.
And that is, you know, I actually don't think you're going to believe this, folks. I think this is a big male. And this is, you know, that is a big male, isn't it,
It's a big male, yep.
And you know, there was a couple years ago when we were fishing those 2003 class fish here, they were all this big. But man, that's a beautiful fish, and that's about 23, 24 inches, folks.
24 inches, and he ate that Kalen's clear down his throat.
Where is that Kalen's?
He swallowed it.
Yeah, is that surprising you that I'm getting on mountain plastics?
It's not the norm, that's for sure.
Yeah, and that's a beautiful, folks, that is a gorgeous male. I mean, we don't get them that big in Wisconsin like that. And days, folks, when you have low visibility in water, you want to use a darker bait, right?
Absolutely, that's why our jigs are black or purple or something dark so they can see it in the dark water.
So they can actually see a darker bait better than a lighter bait in cloudy water.
Yeah, bright water, bright bait. Dark water, dark bait.
Isn't that a beautiful walleye?
Wonderful, let's get some more of them.
That's how our captain catches walleyes, folks. That's a pretty comfortable spot up there.
Best spot in the boat when it's rough.
What are you using?
Hair jig.
Oh, you got the hair jig on.
There he is.
Oh, yeah, there's another nice eater there, buddy. Come on in the fray bowl. Good job there.
Good job, Dean.
Hey, Mike, one thing I want to talk about, buddy. When we came out today, knowing there was going to be big waves, we got a south wind tomorrow. It's going to be a lot nicer day, but I didn't think we'd do well tonight.
I wasn't sure what. This east wind typically is a bad wind for them. The water yesterday was twice as good as visibility, so, but there's so many up here. Everything in the whole lake comes to the western basin for the spawn in the spring, so they're all here, so.
Oh, that one just really hit good, Mikey.
Good.
That one really hit good, pal. I lost my hat, too. The wind blew it off.
I see your hat there.
Don't worry about my hat, pal. No, worry more about the fish.
All right.
Okay. Boy, he's staying down, buddy. He's staying, oh, there we go. Another beautiful walleye, buddy. Another beautiful fish. It's really hard to keep your balance, folks. We're gonna, like I said, we're gonna have a much nicer day tomorrow. But sit down here, pal. And again, I'm just having fun with that plastic.
You're doing better than the rest of us.
Now that's another beautiful fish. And you know, folks, some people say walleyes don't fight. I'll tell you something about these spring walleyes on Lake Erie. They have an attitude.
Full of energy, it's amazing.
Yeah, I mean, you catch them in the summer, they don't fight quite as hard.
Not half as hard.
So are you guiding it all out here, Captain Mike?
Yep, I'll be guiding this year.
Nice. And this is a perfect boat for 2-3 guys, isn't it?
2-3 man trips. We can do the longer runs, the more specialty trips up into Canada when the fish are traveling more. So yeah.
And you do smallmouth too?
Smallmouth combos, yeah.
Well, hold that walleye out, man. Now that's what, about 19?
Yeah, just about 20.
All I can tell you, buddy, is tomorrow's going to be a nicer day. We're going to have a lot less wind to deal with. But this is fun. We're going to get our limit tonight in a very short period of time, you know?
Yeah, this has been great.
Ooh,
that's a decent fish, too.
Oh, yeah. That one's battling you pretty good, isn't it?
Yeah, whack the jerko.
Okay, let me see here, Mikey. Nice walleye. There you go. Mike, that is a gorgeous fish. Now, Mikey, seriously, buddy, how long you and I have been fishing together?
It's been a long time now.
Have you ever seen this?
Not on plastics in the spring, no.
It's really
late fall on the rocks, but
yeah, it's just really unusual, and it must aggravate them when it goes over there.
They must think it's gobies coming for their eggs or something. It looks a lot like a goby down there.
I like that fight there, Henry.
That's a good fight.
Yeah. I thought we were going to go in and have some Johnsonvilles.
The fish stop biting, we'll go in.
No, actually, we're going to limit out, aren't we?
I think so.
Yeah. Good. Okay, buddy. You got to be up there with the net, Dean the plumber.
I'll lift it.
There we go. Whoa! go, flipping it.
Oh, Dean caught it.
On the rebound.
There you
nice
go.
job, guys. Hey, Mike, seriously, I do believe we're going to limit out, buddy.
We're close. We only need a couple more.
In 3 hours, right?
Yep, 3 hours so far.
Keeping my balance here, folks, catching another walleye. Mikey, this one doesn't feel as big as the other one. Feels like just a good eater, pal. But man, these Fenwicks are bending and these fish are fighting. Okay, Mikey, be ready, buddy. Here we go. Another perfect eater size Walski there, folks. Mikey, I didn't expect to catch any fish in this big east wind tonight, but we've creamed them, pal.
It's been great.
You know, and we came down for a day and a half, and I know the east winds were forecast, and we got them tonight, but tomorrow we're supposed to have southwest. But this fishing's awful good right now, isn't it?
They're stacked up on these rock piles waiting to spawn, so.
I mean, if we had less wind, I think we'd have caught 50 fish.
Oh, it can get crazy good.
Yeah, hold them up. I mean, that, folks, perfect eater walleye right there. We were fishing Lake Erie out of Port Clinton, Ohio, a 5.5 hour drive from Milwaukee, 4 hours from Chicago, and 8.5 hours from Minneapolis. Folks, Captain Mike not only runs a boat, he owns a farm, he's got farm equipment, he owns ATVs for his ice fishing stuff. You got a lot of machines and you use AMSOIL all the time, don't you?
Gotta be AMSOIL.
Now let's talk about, you got some antique two-stroke engines on here, so you gotta mix the oil with the gas. Why do you like the AMSOIL two-stroke Interceptor?
Well, for starters, it doesn't follow my plugs. And secondly, I've got these old engines because I run AMSOIL and it keeps them running.
What's the difference, do you think, between AMSOIL and regular oil?
It doesn't foul up the plugs and gum stuff up, and it lubricates way better. You don't need as much of the AMSOIL to lubricate. It just keeps everything running good.
So they keep your antique engines running.
Keep them going.
AMSOIL. For more information, you go to amsoil.com, right?
Absolutely.
The new Acme Rattlemaster has a built-in echo chamber with a brass rattle that calls fish in. The body's solid brass too and won't bend or dull, and reflects fish attracting light all over the water column. This 1-2 punch of sight and sound means you make less casts, because the fish come to you. Rip it or shake it for crappie, walleye, northern salmon, or trout, and experience multi-species action with just one bait.
Folks, when I head out to fish, I always stock up on my favorite Baitmate fish attractants. Dale, I just put that Baitmate on, man. Baitmate offers a complete line of fish attractants and convenient spray bottles for every angler and every species of fish. They've got your bait covered. I also have the newest Baitmate delivery system in my boat, Baitmate Ultra Live Game Fish Dip. Simply flip open the lid and dip your bait for even application every time, and it's ideal for frequent casting. I just dipped that in the Baitmate, you know that? Improve your chances of catching fish with Baitmate fish attractants. It just makes sense. Matt, you and I fish together a lot, and both of us are big fans of breakfast before we go out. What do you got going for us?
Well, I have soft scrambled eggs,
right?
French toast, and some Johnsonville turkey sausages.
Oh, this is awesome. The Johnsonville turkey sausage, folks, is 100% cuts of premium turkey. They're pre-cooked, 70% less fat. And the cool thing about these is you throw them in the microwave, 3 links for 40 seconds, and they are completely done. That is awesome. But there is nothing better than a big breakfast with Johnsonvilles, right?
Nope, lasts all day.
Those are really good.
My daughter Taylor, I'll tell you what, she loves her Johnsonvilles in the morning. Johnsonville pre-cooked turkey sausage, folks, they are really, really wonderful. Well, it's day 2, folks, and the wind is certainly laid down. It's actually out of the southwest. And Mike, when you got a southwest wind, I'll tell you what, it makes a big difference on the waves out here, doesn't it?
Oh, a lot better. Laid right down.
Now, we limited out last night in that strong east wind, so what are you thinking today?
Should be a great day. They like this wind. We got a good drift. The water's looking nice. It should be good.
Well, here we go, Mike. This feels like a walleye. I caught a big sheepshead before, folks. But this one feels like a walleye. You can tell the difference how.
They're not head shaking, and a walleye track side to side. A sheephead will come in straight behind you and just start shaking and pull and drag.
Okay, now I'm going to probably have to bring them which side of your windbag?
Looks like you're going to be on the left side of the windsock.
Okay. Here he comes. Ooh, there's a nice walleye, pal.
Yeah.
That is a gorgeous fish, buddy. And you know, folks, it is so funny out here on Lake Erie. Your wind directions play such a big role. And what Mike does, you're drifting over structure basically, right?
Yeah, we're off the edge of a reef on a hard rock bottom where they're spawning.
And do you like the southwest wind for the drift?
Love it. And we can blow like this 18, 20 miles an hour and it still isn't rough. We only got a 2-foot chop, whereas when it's out of the east, you got a 4-foot chop.
Boy, you sure hit that Kalen's, didn't he, buddy?
They've been eating them plastics great.
Folks, you need wind for good fishing, really, on Lake Erie. And one of the tools that you always bring along is a windsock. Can you explain what a windsock does?
Well, it does two things. It slows the boat down so you can control your drift, and it also stabilizes your boat. Instead of the real heavy rock, when that's pulling on you, it flattens out your roll.
So even with a 10 or 15 mile an hour wind, you may be moving too fast, and that windsock will put you in the right speed.
Slow you down and stabilize your boat out.
Yeah, that's a great idea. So never come here without a windsock if you're gonna jig.
Correct. If it's real windy, you might need two.
What's going on, buddy?
Oh, we got one finally.
Okay, I'll tell you what, that thing jumped out there. I don't think that's a walleye.
It looked like a smallie.
Did it really look like a smallmouth? Well, we got some rain going here. And Mike, smallmouth fishing is really good on Lake Erie, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
And this looks like a tank too, buddy.
Yeah, that's a pretty good one.
Was that on that seismic?
It was.
Yeah. Oh, look at the size of that thing, man. Pass that up to Henry. Henry, you're gonna have to hold this baby up. Mikey, I'll tell you what, that is really interesting, buddy. They be getting smallmouth this time of year, isn't it?
They're up here getting ready to make beds also.
Wow, this is a jumbo-itis, man. This is a beautiful fish. Turn around to the camera there, Henry. What a nice 3-pounder, right?
Yeah, yep.
But you know, you and I have targeted these fish here before in the summer. Folks, this is a smallmouth mecca too, isn't it?
Lots and lots of them, and that's a fairly average size.
What was that on?
Seismic shad.
Well, show them what a seismic shad is, seismic. Oh, with the little tail on there. I actually thought that was gonna work better than the straight plastic, so I had to put it on, give it a try.
Got another one.
Hey, nice now. The rain has stopped, Mike. A beautiful day, buddy.
Nice walleye.
Here he comes. That's a nice walleye right there. Beautiful eater tries. Nice. Hey, Mike, how long does this jig and bite last down here?
Pretty much all of April, and it slows off the first week of May. Usually a storm will end the spawn, and they'll all head off to deep water and do their normal summertime thing.
So you can still catch them, you just change tactics?
Throwing crawler harnesses and spinners, yeah.
Okay, and hey, Deanie, I got one on now, Dean. All right, man, I'll tell you what, this feels like a pretty good fish, Mike. I hope it's not a sheep's head, you know?
No, there's a few of them showing up.
It doesn't have that kind of weird head shake, but it's fighting good, buddy. Wow. Oh, let's see. Oh my gosh. Look at the size of this walleye, folks. This is a giant. It's a big sluggosaurus. We're going to hold him up. Boy, that's a beautiful fish, Mike.
That's great.
And that is a male?
That's a male.
Look at how long that is. How long is that about?
Probably 26 inches.
That fight was awesome.
They got a lot of energy this time of year.
Yeah, but I mean, seriously, this is the average, not the average, but close to what we used to catch out here on a regular basis. And the years to come, we're going to get back to this size.
Yeah, we had 3 years in a row with great hatches. Those fish are running, 16 to 18 inches right now, and 4 more years it'll all be like
now
this.
You can see that fish is milking, right?
Yep.
How can you show the folks now so they're actually spawning right now?
Yeah,
folks.
they're milking out. It's got that's a male.
Got a little rain going here now, Henry. Oh, there's a dandy. There's a dandy. Look at that, Henry. Come on over here, buddy. Hey, every time it rains, you catch a fish.
I know, keep raining.
No, seriously, those are just gorgeous walleyes. And you got a chance to fish all over the country, all over the Midwest. And you've been to Lake Erie with me a couple times. This is a special deal, isn't it?
It is world class. I mean, the amount of fish you catch, how big they are on average, and they fight like crazy.
And one cool thing too, folks, is they actually encourage you to keep the fish here no matter what size.
It's crazy keeping 5 and 6 pound walleyes. We're not used to doing that.
Well, the reason being is there's a sportsman's quota and a commercial quota. If the sportsman quota isn't met each year, it goes to the commercial guys, so the fish are kept anyway. Folks, it's time now to announce this week's winners of the Mills Fleet Farm John Gillespie's Waters and Woods 2017 Fishing Contest. Jim Lucina of Phillips caught this 35-inch lake trout on Trout Lake on a tube jig. Mel Christensen of New Franken, Wisconsin, boated this 31-inch walleye on Lake Erie on a perfect 10. Jay Ticknock of Grantsburg caught this 18-inch crappie on Trade Lake on a waxworm. Shannon Schmidt of East Troy caught this 55-inch sturgeon on the Wisconsin River. She was using a hair jig. And this week's kids winners are Chase Newman of Watertown caught this 38-inch northern on Mud Lake on a shiner, and Nevin Grueling of East Troy caught this 20-inch largemouth on Lake Beulah on a large shiner. Folks, remember to follow us on Facebook. Right now, you can win a $25 Mills Fleet Farm gift card on our Facebook site. Simply go to facebook.com/Gillespie Fishing to win a Mills Fleet Farm $25 gift card.
I wasn't happy with the layout, the setup, the performance of the other boats that were out there. Each boat has its own little good thing and its own little bad thing. I tried to meld all of that together to make a boat that was as good as can be to satisfy everyone. We feel that Recon's better than other boats for performance, whole shot. Every boat is a custom order built specifically for the customer. Recon is priced typically much lower than the competitors and still keep the quality there and the performance there. I like to see the finished product, see it leave on a trailer ready for the water. The overall satisfaction of building a vehicle, building something people can enjoy, get out and fish in.
Let us make this absolutely clear. The days of wasted casts and missed opportunities are over. New Mega Imaging takes fishing into the megahertz range for the first time, because higher frequency sonar means higher frequency of this. Without a doubt, it's the most detailed picture of the world below ever. And it's only from Humminbird.
Mikey Patterson, fishing in the rain there, buddy.
Beautiful day.
Yeah, well, it is. When you're catching walleyes, it's a beautiful day. Where's Dean with the Fravel?
He's over here.
Oh, good eater, buddy. Nice job, man. Hey, want to tell the folks, you know, this time of year in April, the limit on walleyes is 4, but Dad changes to 6 a guy May 1st?
May 1st.
And
goes to 6 for the rest of the summer.
And there's no possession limit?
As many days as you fish. If you fish for 3 days and catch 3 days limits, you can take them home with you.
Folks, over the last couple of years, I've really found a lot of charter captains and good fishermen using Seagar fluorocarbon. Why do you use it, Mike?
Well, we've got a lot of zebra mussels here, and it has great abrasion resistance. And also the way I run the super lines, a 3 or 4 foot leader of this gives you a great shock absorber on the end, so it's not direct super line all the way to your bait.
And you chose Seagar, why?
The great abrasion resistance, and holds up better than anything I've used on the zebra mussels.
And you know they invented fluorocarbon.
It's been the first one I had.
You got another one on that blade bait there, Mike?
Yeah, hitting the blades now.
Oh, yeah. You know, that can be a very effective bait out here. Ooh, that's a dandy, Mike.
There we go.
That is a beautiful fish. And there are times when the blade baits, the zip lures, the vibratos, really shine this time of year, right?
When they're aggressive on the spawn like that, they're attacking everything. So the more you bother them, the better they hit.
Oh, I got another one on here. Another one, Mikey. Look at this guy. Look at this fish. Look at that fish. That is a beauty, Mike. Folks, really, the quality of these males just constantly blows me away. I mean, and it's something that's so cool. And, you know, we could have come down here and trolled. And I said to Mike, I said, you know, I'd just as soon do the jig deal. The jig deal, in your opinion, a lot more fun than the trolling?
Oh, it's hands-on. You get to catch everything yourself. You get to feel the bite. Yeah.
And when they whack it, man, it's a cool feeling, and they fight good.
This time of year, they got a lot of energy.
Yeah. Okay, Mike, we're getting close to our limit. Dean the plumber.
Nice fish.
And, oh, is that a dandy? Ooh. Is that a beautiful male fish? Holy cow, look at the size of that, Dean.
You got a nice one this time,
That is a beauty, pal. Stand next to him there, Mike, if you can.
Yeah.
And, boy, yeah, we could see that one bite from back here. He really hit it, didn't he, Dean?
Yeah, that one slammed it, took it right to the bottom. That was a great hit. A lot of fun on that one.
All right, well, you guys, we need 2 more. 2 more for our limit. Well, we need 1 more after this for our limit. If he gets, nice. Another beautiful walleye. Mike, we're 1 short of our limit, right, buddy?
We should get her this drift.
Okay, look at that. Hold him up there, Dean the plumber.
There you go.
There we go.
Dean, how do you like Lake Erie in the summertime?
I'm loving Lake Erie in the summertime.
Or open water time, I should say.
Yeah, that's exactly. These
Dean
fish
has done well, hasn't he, on this trip, Mike?
He's been great.
He's caught a lot of fish, man.
Good eaters.
Well, this could be our limit here, Mikey. This could be our limit, buddy. Let's see. Ooh, yeah, there he is. That's a beauty. Look at that. There we go, buddy. Look at the size of this walleye to have our limit for the trip. I'll tell you what, folks, we fished about 4 hours yesterday afternoon and got our limit, and we have been out about 5 hours today, and that's our limit.
That's it, we're done.
Now again, Mike, looking forward to the rest of April, May, June, July. This fishing stays good on Erie pretty much all summer, huh?
All summer, the best fishing can be October, November, so.
Yeah, right. And you're guiding?
All year.
All right, hold that one out. That is a male fish, folks. Just a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful fish. Captain Mike Patterson charters on Lake Erie on a daily basis. For more information, give Mike a call. That phone number is 419-308-6925. 308-6925. If you fish, chances are you've used a mustad hook. That's all we use. Mark, get him in there. Army tank there, Dale. Oh, there is a big boy.
I mean, I just can't believe this, folks.
Oh, let's see him, buddy. Look at that. That 10 seconds, though, makes a big difference, buddy. Well, that one is a gorgeous fish.
Is that pushing 3?
It's 3. We're going to weigh it.
Mustad, the world's largest manufacturer of fishing hooks. Get the point? We did.
Tired of bugs wrecking your outdoor fun? Get a quick set screen tent from Clam Outdoors for shade and bug-free enjoyment. The 45-second setup needs no poles to insert. It's fully assembled right out of the box. Unfold and pop up this durable shelter with high ceilings and room for a picnic table. Available in 5 models. Quick-set is perfect for backyards, camping, or all-day sporting events with the whole team. Find your Quick-set by Clam online or at a supporting retailer near you.
Hand me the Frable there, Nathan. All right, buddy. Now, is this a critical part of the fight here?
Yeah, it
Get that
always is.
Frable out there. Get that Frable out there. Look at that walleye. Look at that walleye. Dave, holy moly.
Look at that,
folks,
John.
that is gorgeous. That is a big fish and a big old Frable.
And this is a real nice one, man.
Look at that muskellunge. Yes, in the Frable. That is gorgeous. I wish you had a bigger Frable, man. There we got him. Oh, my gosh. Look at that fish, Dale. Oh my gosh, look at that bass. That is our 2-day limit here, folks, and boy, that is a lot of walleyes. And Mike, once again, I want to mention that you'll be chartering the rest of the summer, buddy?
Yep.
You got any openings?
Oh, yeah.
All right, we'll give you a call, right?
Sounds good.
Hey, a lot of fun, buddy. Had a great time. And folks, that is our show for today. Please join us next week. I don't know where we're going to fish yet. We'll find a place somewhere. Until then, I'm John Gillespie, hoping to see you enjoying John Gillespie's Waters and Woods.
Hey, John Gillespie! 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 He's the fishing man, fishing anytime he can, yeah! Treat for